Long run, if he translates his Kempton form to Cheltenham, then I think he'll take a hell of a lot of beating.
He is still a young horse, and you'd expect him to still physically improve.
He's had a nice freshen up since the King George, and here we go. I mean, we've got a little bit to do in the meantime. Yogi's going to come and just have another refresher with his schooling, which helps him and Sam. And I think if he can go there like he was, which I really think this year he is, with a bit of luck, in the same form as he was at Kempton, then he's as good a chance as I'm likely to have for a bit.
I think he's not yet the finished article. I don't think his jumping can improve, and I think his yes, he is a very precocious horse, but his sixth birthday is on April the 5th, so he is still a young horse, and you'd expect him to still physically improve.
I mean, he started in the Paddy Power this year. I think that was probably not a great decision, but Robert and I discussed it, and we're perfectly happy to do it. But certainly 2 mile 5 in a handicap like that, they just got him, as I say, out of his comfort zone, if anything. As long as he can get into a rhythm, and for the extra 2 furlongs, I'm not worried, because again, it'll give him more chance just to get rolling quietly away. He and Sam can just find their space, find their rhythm. They'll have a great time.
He's a 5-year-old running off second top weight in his first ever handicap, and I think probably 2 mile 5 at Cheltenham is pretty sharp for him now, and he certainly never looked very comfortable at the pace that they were going early on, and if he hadn't all got so overexcited and hoped he was going to make the improvement from 158, which he was in the handicap, to the 179 he was after King George, if he'd made that improvement he would have won. But he apparently won from 158 to 162 according to the handicapper. The handicapper still thought it was the best race he'd ever run. And as we now know, with the benefit of having seen and analysed all of Mr. Henderson's results in November, his horses were just not absolutely hitting the bullseye every time during November. And certainly nothing like running like they have done subsequently. So I think possibly the yard wasn't in form. I think it was a big question of a young horse. Winning's better than coming third, but it wasn't no disaster. We've got 3 previous winners in the race. You have to have the utmost respect for them. There's no question about it. But as we all know, as you get older, you have to worry about the next generation coming up, and inevitably, every time we all think the old ones can't be beaten, the next generation do beat them. So I think there's 5 in the betting under 10 to 1. 3 of them are of the older generation, and Diamond Harry and Long Runner of the younger generation. So it will be a fascinating competition, but the fact there are 5 at 10 to 1 and under gives you a clue.
Well, you can't get it. The best horse for the last 5 years has been KAUTO Star, and he obviously was not himself at Kempton. We all know that, and I still think if Paul knows what he's doing. If he's got him back, that was not the KAUTO Star that won the King George the last 4 years at Kempton. We didn't, we haven't taken on a KAUTO Star at his best, so he's still the one.
I think you have to have the utmost respect for Imperial Commander. He's won in 1 Grade 1. Haydock, he's won it well. I think the only thing I would be slightly worried about is he obviously did have a bad interruption in December as a consequence of an injury he incurred in that run race, and will be coming without a run between November and March. I know trainers are brilliant at getting horses to win first time out, but I sometimes think the horses are a little bit ring rusty.